Hey my fiends, I'm down in my dungeon. See, I got my Frankenstein shirt I got from Monster Bash, creepy classic. I'm down in my dungeon. See, I got the Frankenstein poster up there. There's a Ben Cooper man. I got those at Uncle Fun right there, a vampire and that guy. And there's one of those little witch masks, you know, from the glory. I got that at Uncle Fun. I got that at a Walgreens. There's the werewolf mask from Conrad Brooks versus the werewolf. You can see the face is all eaten away. It's all eaten away. Like that Gravedigger says in Return of the Vampire. One of my favorite movies. One of my top 5 favorite movies. Yeah, see, that's the werewolf mask using all my werewolf movies. There's where the mouth was. There's the faces. A black plastic styrofoam head I got from Evan Howes, my buddy, who's in Devilant. And, you know, there's a little, like, Mark's monster figures from the glorious 60s. Over here is the Palmer figure. There's my werewolf. And over here, oh, there's a Frankenstein. Right there is a Frankenstein head. It's one of those wax things, you know, they had at Walgreens. The Universal heads. And there's a Royal Model cover Frankenstein. It's a reproduction I got from Keith Sarno of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And here's one of those little eyes. Look at that, you know, little thing with a stickum thing put on your head. And your little famous Monsters of Filmland pin. Famous Monsters of Filmland Club. And here is a one-of-a-kind Frankenstein head. This people made this out of plaster. And they sold them. Yeah, like a 25 cents, 50 cents or something, maybe a buck. They're not there. That house got torn down. It's down over there by near Cicero, near 2 and now Center Road, near there, right across the street from the Holiday Inn, where they have that holiday collectibles, Hollywood collectible show. You know, they sell Hollywood, you know, videos and stuff. And then there's a Wolfman, the Wolfman World Model Kit cover, and there's the creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh, that is cool. That is cool with a red background, man. The creature from Black Lagoon, the little lizard guy. And there's Michael Lannon, Teenage Werewolf. And over there is, where's the Ben Cooper Frankenstein? Oh, it's not in here. There's a Frankenstein I made. And there's a Dracula I made. I made those in Bible college. And there's one of my fantasy girls. And then this is fake panties I got when I was in Seattle when I hosted a monster movie fest. It's just laying around. And there is a Teenage Frankenstein. There's Misfits. There's Teenage Frankenstein drawing I made right here. Friday, June 26, 2009, I drew that by David Rocknells. That's my Teenage Frank. I was going to wear that on stage and give it to one of the fans, but instead I decided to keep it. Oh, and then look at it. There's the cane I got in the Philippines, boy. The Cobra cane from Subic Bay, man. That's from my, look, it's like a cobra. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You know, trying to be cool. Because, you know, some of those Marines thought they were cool. I guess, and then there's a baseball bat I made in 19 with a lathe. Look at it. You can see right there. Look, see, that's where it was in the lathe, see? That was attached to a lathe. And I burned it too much. It was smoking, so I burned into the handle. But Mr. Beard, my woodworking teacher, Maine South, 70 pound, 71, 72, he, you know, he said put some wood filler in there. But look at that. He said, there's a pretty good bat. He was swinging around. This is a pretty good bat, you know. You can see the little hole where the lathe held it in, right there, a little hole. And there's a little bit of little cracks because it got wet because of the water and the flood. But, you know, look at this. This is an old classic hammer, man, that my grandfather used to have. There it is. I'm glad I found this. I didn't know where I put this thing. Look at that. That isn't, look at that old hammer, man. We used to have like a woodworking area in our old house on Hamlin Avenue, where I filmed Mummy 1993, yeah. But you know, we cleared it out because we had to move, and they tore the house down because we sold the property, unfortunately. And then here is a whole stack of cups from Brew and View at the Vic Theater. Look at that. There's the Godzilla. Remember those cups, Brew and View at the Vic? You know? On Sheffield, at Belmont, in Chicago, Godzilla holding the cup. Cups of beer for 25 cents on some nights. There's my little Frankenstein card. It's there. See, it says keep out. And on the other side, see, do not disturb. I have one that says Bride of Frankenstein on it. There's my Judge of Election badge, you know, when I helped the Republican Judge of Election. There's my pass, you know, another press pass I had. And look, there's a little Cyclops pin I got from Horribles. Right there. John from Horribles gave me that. from the cover of the Famous Monsters number 27 issue. That's the one that I want to get. I used to have $2 once, and then I don't have it anymore. It's very heartbreaking how I lost that issue. But I got like a resale shop, you know, like an old nostalgia store for like $2 back like around 1990, 1989. But don't have it anymore. But I'm gonna get it. I think anyway. They can get a reproduction of it from Famous Monsters for like $50. I might get it. And then look at it, good for one beer. I still got it from Hobart's Pub. That doesn't exist anymore. It was torn down. 8751 North Milwaukee. That used to be a haunted pub in Niles. Good for one beer. Okay, but anyway, here's my Frankenstein cup. All my videos. I got videos all over the place. Videos galore. Monster movies. Well, there's Frankenstein 1910 right there. I got that Monster Bash videos. Monster Bash 98, Monster Bash 99. Killer Bats, also known as the Devil Bat with Bela Lugosi. There he is with the giant bat. We saw bats like that in the Philippines, Subic Bay. You know? And I'm going to look at, there's a Rodan poster, the original creature feature. The original creature feature. There's the 1910 Frankenstein, Charles Ogle right there. He is. That's what he looked like in 1910. There's King Kong. There's King Kong again. See the Kong. Oh, cool. I got them from Buddy Barnett. He gave me these free. This one I bought for about $2 at a resale shop in Chicago. That's the monster from 20 Million Miles to Earth. There's my friends from WGN, Larry Potash. Right, where's Larry Potash? Right there. Can't see it too good. There he is. There's Larry Potash. There's Roseanne. She used to be on the show. There's Robin. There's, yeah, this guy's not on there anymore. Our buddy at the Bars, Mike Bars. There's Paul Conrad, weather guy. He wants to be up there with Skilling. And here is a card I got from a preacher boy. You know, he was telling me that my girlfriend loved me. He says, "Be happy, Dave. Lynn loves you." I used to date this girl named Lynn. Lynn Babe, I call her. So he says, "Love is you can forgive." And he's got this guy with a flower. He's trying to, because I was upset with him, was angry. And he said, "Be happy, Dave. God loves you. You can forgive. You know, God loves you. Lynn loves you. Be happy." You know, nice guy. That was my good buddy over there in West Allis, Wisconsin. The Janices. Patrick Janis. Oh, God bless him. Great guy. And over here is our dungeon right here. See, look at, there's my Frankenstein figure. Look at that. And over there I got Elvira. That is Elvira right there. I'm going to put on. That's Elle. That's Elle. She's got a nice body. Her body rocks. I know there's my other werewolf mask I used for Werewolf and the Witch. When the other werewolf mask got messed up, as you saw, the face got messed. There's a fake rubber hand. Some fake magic flowers. These things, they pinch together and they be. See, look at. When you press the leaves together, see, they're compressible. See how flat that is? Now look at. See how it opens up? Those are called magic flowers. I use those in my magic act. And by the way, here's my trunk of tricks right here. It's all hidden down there. See that red trunk right there? That's my magic trunk. Got magic tricks in it. And one of my file cabinets. There's another one of my file cabinet monster stuff. There's Conrad Brooks of Bela Lugosi and Plan 9 from Outer Space. That's Conrad. Conrad, here's his autograph. Conrad Brooks. There he is with Bela Lugosi, who used to play Dracula. Yeah, he worked in the Ed Wood movies. Okay, so there's my dungeon. You know, there's my boxing gloves over here. Look at it. Boxing training gloves, you know. There's a painting I got in the Philippines. You can see the top of it. See, there's the tree on black silk. There's a Christmas monster tree. Famous Monsters bag. I get that at Son of Famous Monsters Convention, 95. And over here is a Scary Monsters, vintage Scary Monsters bag right there. It's Sam Scare. Fangs a lot. Scary Monsters magazines. I got that Frankenstein figure for free at 7-Eleven. They were getting rid of it. Here's a couple of my boxing trophies right there. I got that when I fought Weinstein. And Jim Weinstein, I beat him. And here's I bench press 260 pounds. I got 5th place in an all-natural bench press. Strong athletes against steroids contest. No natural weight training through hard work and good nutrition. And here's the medal I got when I tied Jazzy Jabbin' James Flowers. James Flowers, who was runner-up in the Chicago Golden Gloves. Turned pro. He beat Tony La Rock La Rosa in the pros 1 year after I fought him. I fought him twice, in 87 and 89. In 1990 or 1989, later that year, he fights Tony La Rock La Rosa, who had like 77 fights, and he was the favorite.
And he was the fan favorite. And most of the down at the amphitheater in Chicago, the old slaughterhouse, that's where Smoking Joe Frazier fought Jumbo Cummings in his last fight. He tied Jumbo, but anyway. But Jumbo split his lip, but Frazier got him a lot of good left hooks. My brother was there live. He said he thought Joe won, close one. But Jumbo was big guy. Jumbo Cummings, huge muscle man. But he's used to be in prison. Then he went back to prison. He's in prison now again. He got in trouble again, armed robbery. So he's in prison for good now, I guess. But I got this as he's against steroids bench press contest. I benched 260, and that's the trophy. Michael Collette gave me that. Here's some movies I've seen. Winter Beast. That's a Bela Lugosi thing I went to in L.A. And there's another one. It was like the same time. There's an article about me with my camera. This me as a werewolf fighting on the left, fighting Frankenstein. Son of Wood, Schlockmeister returns. That's in Pioneer Press. So there's my dungeon. There's another dinosaur mask. There's a monster Piedras Blancas holding the guy's head. There's a Wolfman poster, Lon Chaney. There's this guy, monster, all kinds of monsters. Creature Feature Theater. There's Bela Lugosi. There's my Frankenstein on the door of my dungeon. There's a skull I got at Monster Bash, a rubber band, a Frankenstein mask. Saddam Hussein, my original Saddam Hussein mask. Here's the other one that I wore in the movie, the rubber one. I am Saddam Hussein. I will get Frankenstein's monster. Come on, Bush. I will show you who's the real champ. I was the Golden Gloves champ in Iraq. Yeah, Saddam Hussein. Battled Frankenstein. And here's Frankenstein. Here's the Frankenstein mask that he battled. He was wearing my fez cap from Mummy AD 1993. Here's the Frankenstein hat, right? The Frankenstein mask. See, it too is getting a victim to Ura rot, or dry rot. See how it's cracking? Look at that. I should follow Carl Hopp's instructions, mask maker from Timonium, Maryland. He says I should spray it with Armor All. But I didn't. And look at the face is all crumbled in. Look at that. That's all that's left of the Frankenstein, man. It's going to meet its demise soon, but see, there's like holes in there. This is a protein powder. I got a protein powder thing in there to keep the mask. That's a container for all natural protein powder that I got the mask on. So use that to put the mask on. I bet that a guy made me that mask for $50 in his garage back in like 1991 to use in my movie. Here is a rubber centipede, the one I eat up in my trailer at the end of Devil Ant 2, the snack trailer where I got the centipede. I go, get your fried centipede, it's really good, You get my Devil Ant 2 DVD and you'll see that preview at the end. Here's the, like I said, there's fez cap that I made out of cardboard for Mummy AD 1993 because I couldn't find my grandfather, Charles Nelson, the former policeman in Rogers Park, or Lincoln Park area, Chicago. He used to patrol in Lincoln Park in the roaring 20s through like 1947. During the days of Al Capone, in the roaring 20s. But I couldn't find his Shriner's hat. He had a Shriner's hat that I wanted to wear for my fez, but I couldn't find it, so I made this cardboard one. See, the Scotch tape starting to... I made it out of Scotch tape. I cut it out of cardboard, see? Rolled it around red cardboard and taped the inside with Scotch tape. This is the original hat from Mummy AD 1993. This is the Frankenstein mask I use now because this one I can use. This isn't the universal Frankenstein. But it looks like Glenn Strange. Got a big ball. This is one I use in my movies now because it's not a universal mask. I can use it. Here's the wig I wear as Roxella. He's not home! This is Roxella! Detective Rock's not home! Here's the rubber hands I used in Frankenstein Meets Saddam Hussein and Frankenstein Stalks. Yeah, see, they're all getting all messed up too. See? Fingers coming up, holes in there. I made those out of washer gloves, I guess. See, tearing. And I took red magic marker to make the stitches and the veins and the finger, the red fingertips. See, isn't that cool? Look at that. It's pretty cool, huh? Made those. It only cost like $2 for these, and then I just, instead of buying those expensive hands, it cost like $12. Here's a fake eye patch, There's a sign. The gift of God, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. Ephesians 2, verses 8 and 9. Not of works, lest any man should boast. Okay, now we're going to go in here, and I'm going to show you something. This is this is where the Ben Cooper Frankenstein mask. There's a witch, and there's the Ben Cooper Frankenstein mask.
I got that at Walgreens in the 90s. It's a reproduction of those 60s Ben Cooper masks. There's that dinosaur you see for Dino Toys. And there's the other one. There's the other one I use for Dino Toys for my Dinosaur Woman movie. There's like a fake bee for the giant bee. Roger Corman DVD I got for free from my pal Ted Akuda. He sent me a whole bunch of DVDs he gives me free. Ted Akuda, or Video Kuda, yeah, nice guy. Big fan of Svengoolie. And there's another bigger devil ant. See all the webs up there? This is webby down here, man. It's spooky down here. So anyway, there's my skeleton. And over there's a Frankenstein my sister gave me. It's like actually a light. It's a light in there. There's some horns from the Philippines. Subic Bay, Philippines right there. There's the movie Beast of Yellow Night with John Ashley, who was in I Was a Teenage Boy. Here's an old article of Xerox. The Ed Wood of the 90s, David Rock Nelson from Scream Magazine. I said, it is better to try and fail than not to try at all. David the Rock Nelson. And it says now, if whether you laugh with or at Nelson, you got to admit he's one of a kind. And there's the alligator from Gator Gale. There's the lab coat I use now, blue one I got free from Evan House. There's the Gila monster here. I'm gonna put on top of the Frankenstein head here. You wind it up. I use this in Demon Monster from Outer Space when he releases the giant Gila monster. See, I'm putting him on a Frankenstein head. Isn't that cool? Cool, huh? I use that in my Demon Monster from Outer Space when I battle a giant Gila monster. I smoke them. There's all the stuff for Frankenstein Stalks mask right there. A victim of Ura, right? He's got, look at his mouth. There's a shortwave radio I use using my movies. My dad gave me that. Here's a Tasmanian devil doll for like 50 cents at the church rummage sale because it was cute. Yeah, I like it. There's my Frankenstein. There's Bride of Frankenstein right there. That's Elsa Lanchester. And there's Rich Yarbrough's movie, Transylvania Police Monster Squad, that I'm in. There's my picture down there. See, special appearance by David the Rock Nelson. As Detective Rock, there I am. And Conrad Brooks. See, me and Conrad Brooks together, and there's it with a skull. Isn't that cool? Conrad Brooks. There's Rich Yarbrough as the vampire. Transylvania Police Monster Squad. And, and then here is my Frankie doll. And I made him a cape. Look it. I have a black plastic garbage bag, and I cut it. So it's pointed. See, I made like points out of it. And I used the hole of the bag, to go around his neck. Yeah. Frankie, my buddy. The son I always wanted. He's my buddy. You're my buddy. See? I kiss him on the feet. He's my little buddy. He's the son I always wanted. He's my buddy. Yeah. And then here is a skull. Here's a skull, and there's a videotape I got free. And then down here, some free coffee I got when I was at Monster Bash. And over at the room, in the room they give the free coffee. Joe Wider weight gain powder, all natural. I've used this. I've used Bob Hoffman's weight gain powder. Just some extra protein, calories, But really, it's the good eating that does it. I bulk up muscles without any of that. And I don't take protein powder right now. I'm just eating good, drinking more milk. There's the Frankenstein mess in her angle. From Frankenstein Stalks. I wore this in Frankenstein Stalks. The Ura Rat's messing it up. That's one of those free styrofoam heads I got from Evan House, who's in the movie, by the way. He gets attacked by Frankenstein. There it is. The mask from Frankenstein Stalks. That's all. Whoa, look at that mouth. So he's got like one eye, like a Cyclops monster. Oh, he is spooky. He is scary. That's the monster from Frankenstein Stalks next to the shortwave radio that will revive him. Okay. And I'll see you. Anyway, I'm gonna I was gonna show you this video of what I shot today. This is my dad. Look, this is my dad today. This is the footage I shot. Here we go, and I'm gonna show you. I redid a scene because I accidentally taped over this one part. Not the whole scene. I accidentally taped over one part of the scene that I filmed back on September 1st of 98. And I was looking at it last night. But I got the first part. But the second part, when he gets in the house, he goes, "Monster in the old shed. Monster in the old shed." He's kind of like frantic because he saw the dinosaur woman in the old shed, which I was doubling as dinosaur woman. I was laying eggs in there in the scene. Here's the dinosaur egg, the styrofoam egg. Push out the bottom of my shirt. Styrofoam shirt. So I redid that one scene today. I looked for a shirt that looked like it.
And I found that white hat with the shamrock on it. Good for St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day was last week, 2 weeks ago. But they had a Green Hornet marathon here. The Aaron Go Green, Aaron Go Green Hornet, because is the Aaron of the Green Hornet. 4 episodes or 8 episodes Green Hornet, and then they had Ghost of Frankenstein on Svengoolie. Svengoolie hosted it all on MeTV Network. So I reenacted that. I redid that scene today with my dad. I put a shirt on that looked similar to the one in the scene, and I found that white hat and put it on. And I just told him to say, "Oh, monster in your shed, monster in your shed." But I think he thought I was saying something about Neil Shed or something about time of your life or something. Or here it goes. He didn't quite know what to say. He didn't hear me. That he kind of flubs the line, but that's what makes it funny. I'm going to use it in the movie anyway. Here it is. Here's what I shot today with my dad. Here it is, right there. Look at the screen.
What's in a lifetime?
What?
What's in a lifetime?
What'd you say? Is Monster in the Old Shed?
Monster in the old shed. Monster in the old shed.
Monster in the Old Shed?
Monster in the old shed.
In the Old Shed.
In the old shed.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, we'll check up on it, sir. Okay.
Monster in the old shed.
What?
Monster in the old shed.
Monster in the Old Shed?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dad. Thanks for doing that scene.
That's over.
You know, you did that scene back in September 1st of '98, and now today's the date. Look at that. It's March 29th, 2012, and you finished the scene. Isn't that cool? And it's like 1:26 p.m.
That shirt I bought in the Philippines. That shirt.
Woman, Mr. Von Roland.
That shirt I bought in the Philippines. It says Philippines. I bought him that when I was in the Marines in Subic Bay, Philippines, with my pal
like being a dinosaur woman?
William Bowie Gould. You know, we were stationed in the Philippines. We both boxed on the Subic Bay boxing team. Bowie Gould on Facebook too. He's my old Marine buddy. We boxed Golden Gloves in Chicago, and we also boxed in the Marines Subic Bay. He was the champion of Westpac, you know, and he was a Golden Gloves champ, 74 welterweight. But then he bulked up to middleweight. Then he bulked up, you know, naturally by lifting weights and eating good. He got up to light heavyweight. Then he fought heavyweight. He won the Fighting 5th Marines Heavyweight Championship in '86. I think it was February 20th of '86, something like that. Something like that. Or was it March 20th? I think it was February 20th. Anyway, Bowie Gould. But that was his last fight because he injured his hand. His hand was hurting too much. But at least he won a heavyweight championship. The Fighting 5th Marines on base at Camp Pendleton. That's when he was stationed at Camp Pendleton, California. I was there too for basic training after boot camp. Infantry training school. That's where we went. But anyway, I shot the scene with my dad today with a hat, and that shirt he's wearing, the white shirt, I bought that in the Philippines when I was in the Marines from '77 to '78 at Subic Bay, QB Point, Company B Marine Medics. And I boxed for the Subic Bay boxing team. There it is. Okay, here's the rest of my dad. I'm asking him what it's like being in my movie. Yep. Here it is.
Being in Dinosaur Woman. Finding the...
Yeah, I'm asking him what's it like being in Dinosaur Woman. Here it is.
What was it like being in Dinosaur Woman? Finding the dinosaur woman in the old shed. What was it like?
Being a dinosaur woman?
Yeah, being in Dinosaur Woman, finding the dinosaur woman in the old shed. What was that like?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. That was like back in '98, 14 years ago, 13 and a half years ago. September 1st of '98 when you did that scene. But I accidentally taped over this scene, that's why I shot it again. So I found a shirt that looked the same, and I finally found your hat. It was underneath a bunch of other hats. So, okay, what is it like being in my movie's Dinosaur Woman? What's it like today being in it?
I wouldn't know.
But you just did it. What did you think about just now being in that scene for Dinosaur Woman?
That's too far up.
Was it fun?
I guess, I suppose it was.
Was it exciting?
No. Annoying.
What?
Annoying.
Yeah, you said annoying. Okay, cut this perfect.